Hey there, it's Wilke the Cry here, and in this video I want to show you a case study, or better yet, a split test that I set up in order to demonstrate the true power of our layering feature, which is one of the features that is inside of ConnectExplore. So more specifically, what I did is I created a brand new campaign inside of the online marketing world, which, as you probably know, is a highly competitive market. And while doing that, I set up a split test to make sure that in one of them I actually did use our layering feature and the other one I did not. Now, as a requirement, I created this campaign without doing any research, without spending any time on finding the interest. I used one of the tools inside of ConnectExplore to do that for me, which I'll show you in just a second as well. And then I used, like I said, in one ad set I used layering, and the other one I did not. And as you can see here on my screen, the one where, like on both ad sets, I spent almost 270 euros, which equals roughly $280. And the one where I did not use layering resulted in 0 sales, no revenue at all. While the other one, the mixed interest with layering, where I have all the interest and I use the layering feature, which I'm going to show you in just a second, it resulted actually in 848 euros, which is roughly $885 US. And that means that for the one where I used layering, like every single time I put $1 in, I got more than $3 out. While the one where I did not use layering, didn't result in any sales, because obviously it's to a cold audience in a highly competitive market. But just using that layering feature, it completely made all the difference, right? From making no money, no sales, and no revenue at all to 1 to 3 outcomes. So $1 in means $3 out, which is in my books awesome to a cold audience. And this is for a recurring sale actually, so it's going to be the ROI, the return on investment, is going to be even higher later on. So let me just dive into ConnectExplore to show you how I actually found the interest. To get started, I went to my selected list and I hit up the suggestions button. And what this does, it actually goes in and it will actually find all kinds of pages that are highly related to those pages, which in turn I'm going to select. And as you can see, these are pretty awesome to target, and a lot of them are very much related. And right after, what I actually did is I actually did this actually twice. So I actually hit up suggestions once again. And as you can see, it finds way more audiences that I can actually target. So once I actually did that, what I did is this, and that's the interesting part, which I want to show you in this case study. So I went to the apply to ad set. So I'm going to add them all to my ad set. And on this page, the first thing I did is I added all of these interests to this ad set right here, the mixed interest without layering. So what that means is that that specific ad set, it's actually targeting everyone who's inside any one of those interests, right? So I just selected my campaign and my ad set here, and I added it. I clicked apply to ad set, and it was added to my Facebook ads account. And then what I did after is I used the layering feature. So let me just show you. So I clicked on this button right here, add layer, twice, and that means I have now got 2 layers, and I could just drag things in, but instead I just divided them randomly. And what this will do, as you can see, now I got 3 groups, 3 layers of interest. And that means that my ads are now only going to show to those who have liked any of those things, as well as any of those things, as well as any of those things. And that means that everyone who's going to see these ads are, like, I know for sure that they're going to be, they have liked at least 3 of these things. They're inside 3 of these different interests. So that makes them way more passionate about, in this case, online marketing, or whatever your niche or your market would actually be. And as you can see, using this simple trick, using this simple feature, I made sure that instead of, having no return at all, like struggling to make any money on my ad, I switched it around, and while spending the same amount of money, I actually got a $3 return on every $1 investment. So every $1 I put in, I got $3 out, which I think is pretty spectacular, especially considering it's a highly competitive niche. It's a cold audience, like people who've never heard of me before. And this doesn't even include any upsell, or doesn't even include anything else in the funnel, or maybe future purchases that they're going to be making. This is just the first purchase they're going to make, and it's actually even a recurring purchase as well, which I think is pretty awesome. So that's what the layering feature does, and I wanted to run a split test, because I didn't just want to say like, yeah, it's awesome, it's cool, but I wanted to show you the actual proof of how powerful this simple, seemingly simple feature is. But as you can see, it's super effective. So hope that helps, and I will talk to y'all soon.